Hey, this is Zeklog the Great. On my channel here, I've recently been accused of hating black people. I find this refreshingly direct in contrast to the vague accusations of racism, which term has degenerated into near meaninglessness. Of course, this accusation still has certain problems. Hatred is a feeling, an attitude. Attitudes only exist inside your head. You can't see them, smell them, handle them. Feelings have no weight, length, or duration. So, how can this accusation be proven or refuted? As far as I can tell, all you can really do is look at actions. So maybe we can take some time to examine my actions. I don't think you can imagine a more clear and unambiguous expression of hatred than murder. Using a gun, a knife, a baseball bat to put an end to another's life, watching the blood seep out of the body of another human being lying on the sidewalk. Could there be a greater act of hatred? Now, I've never murdered a black person, nor even had difficulty restraining myself from doing so. I've never even physically attacked a black person. You know who does murder black people? Other black people. Now, to be fair, murder and other violent crimes are generally intraracial. Whites mostly kill other whites. Chinese mostly kill other Chinese, and so on. But here's the important bit. Black people kill one another at a far higher rate than any of the other races. In the US, blacks commit about half of the murders despite being only an eighth of the population. The numbers for other violent crimes are roughly similar, and the great majority of those murders and assaults committed by blacks are against other blacks. But you might object that my example is too extreme. Most people of any race are not involved with anything like that. Fair enough. What else might be an expression of hatred? I think sabotaging another's efforts to improve his life, to better himself, would be an ugly, hateful act. Now, I've never seen a black student trying to learn and improve his future and interfered with him. It's never been something I've had a problem with. You know who frequently sabotages black students' educational achievement? Other black people. Young black men and women who try to take school seriously, who want to learn and improve their future, will frequently be accused of acting white and pressured to conform to the standards of low black achievement. Even outside of direct peer pressure, black students frequently make it very difficult for other students of any race to learn and grow intellectually. Look up a few anonymous accounts from teachers of majority black schools. I specify anonymous because in today's politically correct atmosphere, openly acknowledging the truth can have serious negative consequences. But as I said, look up a few of these accounts. These schools are often disciplinary nightmares where it is impossible to imagine meaningful instruction taking place. Who creates this atmosphere? The other black children whose behavior is so disruptive and destructive. But you might object that these examples are children, and we cannot hold them morally responsible in the same way we hold adults responsible. Although white children of the same age somehow manage to behave significantly better. But there is one more important way to enormously damage a child's future prospects. You see, there's virtually no better predictor for a child's long-term success than whether that child's mother and father were married. Having children outside of marriage is functionally a form of child abuse. Now, I've never advocated for black people doing this to their children. Rather the opposite, in fact. If the subject came up, I would always say that they and everyone else should get married before they had children or engaged in activities which lead to children. You know who does put black children in these terrible circumstances? Black parents. In the US, currently 70% of black babies are born to unwed mothers. This is more than twice the rate for whites. Black men and women engage in selfish, irresponsible behavior which wrecks the lives of their own children and seriously harms the larger society at the same time. This is unbelievable cruelty to other blacks. Do I hate black people? All I can say is that my actions fail to demonstrate this. But judging by their actions, you know who really hates black people? Other black people.